Hey, welcome to the Ultimate Parapet video, Part 1, Ultimate Parapet video Part 1. This might take several parts just to explain this. And maybe you'll get something out of it, maybe not, but who cares? This is sort of for me, actually. What I've done is I've built a two-story house. Two-story house. Got it? Got it. You got windows on the second floor. These two windows on each side on the second floor, so you can kind of see it. So if you look at my floor plan, if there's two windows, you know you're on the second floor. If I go down a level, there's only one window, so you're on the first floor, just so you can have a reference. So we're talking about parapets, and what's the best way to do these parapet type roofs? I'm on the second floor right now, right? Right. Blah blah blah. Yes. This is the way I normally do it. We're talking about parapets. We're out in California. We do a lot of these. We have a lot of flat roofs with parapets and blah, blah, blah. This is how I usually do it. I got a second floor right here. I don't have a ceiling over it. I want the ceiling to be, rough ceiling to be 48 inches. 48 inches. Watch what happens. I just dropped it down, didn't I? But now I have and this is, imagine this is sort of a parapet. Now, some people, notice what I did. Look. Over here on the right-hand side. On this one, I'm using walls on the second floor. On this part, I'm going to use half walls. Some people like to use half walls or railing walls, whatever you call it, solid railing walls. And let's see what the difference is. And let's call this a general. It's called a railing. The railing style is going to be solid. And it's going to be 36 inches tall. Perfect. And the advantage of this is is because you can come over here and pick a rails. You can pick a rail, and the height is how about 9 inches, and the width is 24 inches. And the material on the railing is perfect. There you go. That's what some people like to do. I'm exaggerating it. You get that. So over here, I have I'm creating this out of walls. Over here, I'm creating out of railings. Look at the height. The height is the wall height is controlled by the height of the by the height of the ceiling, right? 48-inch high ceiling. Over here, the height of the rails, the ceiling is a lot higher, but the railings are controlled by the height of the railing. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Suppose I wanted to put a WW. I want to put a scupper in here. Well, done. I want to put the scupper, and the scupper is going to be, how about 12? 12. It's 2 inches above the ground. It doesn't have a casing on it. No casing. Actually, it's cancel. I didn't want to do it that way. Delete. I want to put a window opening. That's what I want to put. I forgot how to do that. Pass through. So pass through. I want to put a pass through right there, right? I want it to be 12 inches tall. General. I want it to be 12 inches tall. 12. I don't want a sill on it. I don't want an interior or exterior sill casing, and I want it to be just because I wanted to do it this way, 6 inches above the ground. I just created a scupper, and you guys can manipulate that however you want. Control C. Can I put a scupper? Control V. Can I put a scupper in? Oh, actually, I can. I didn't think I could. I think at one time I didn't think I could put a window in. What about a door? Can I put a door in here? DY. I want to put a door opening right there. Boom. It's going to be 12. I'm going to give it a casing. I'll give it a casing. I don't want a sill or threshold. And I want it to be 4 inches from the ground just because I want it to be. I was able to. Control C, Control V. I think at one time, there it is right there. That's the problem. That's part of the problem. If you want to put a door in a railing, you can't because it goes all the way up to the top. What size is 12 by 12? It goes all the way up to the top. Why does it go all the way up to the top? I don't know. In fact, I can't even control the height. How about if I make that 0? Now I dropped it down. Okay, see, 0. This is a scupper, okay? Make this 0. I want to make this a scupper. 7, 7. Let me make sure I did this right. Yeah, I did. You can see that it's sort of going through here. I mean, I can. Well, actually, the door works a lot better. So here, this is my doorway, right? UU, and for the bottom of 0, bump. Nice. That's my scupper. Suppose I do this, UU, for the bottom of 0. Do I like it? Not as much. So that is one of the that is look. This is all about the pluses and minuses of whatever system you use. Pluses and minuses of whatever system you use. Now, when I do this stuff, I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work in plan view also. Plan, elevation, or plan section, 3D, model, and section, whatever. By the way, let's go ahead and let's turn on my automatic framing, and roof is automatic framing. HF. Here we go. Let's 7, 7. So we sort of like that. But look what happened over here on this railing with the doorway. The window opening worked fine, but the doorway didn't. You like one over the other? I don't know. But actually, I think suppose I come over here, and I turn off the casing. I don't know. If you get something out of this, super. You're a good person. Yeah. See, it does. The floor does not go through. Over here it does, and Control L. User manufacturer catalogs. Roof. I know it's Owens Corning right there. Roofing. Oh, sorry. Mineral surface. This is what I want. How about white? Perfect. Boop. No, not good. That's good enough for me. Boop. HR. 7, 7. All right. So now you can see a mineral roofing. In fact, let's make it desert tan or whatever. There. Get rid of our molding. We don't want a molding in here, do we? No. Delete. Do we want a molding in here? No. Molding, roof, delete. Perfect. We got a good molding. You got the cap. The advantage of this is you get the cap on top. I get that. It's sort of kind of cool, actually. Is one better than the other? I don't know yet. Boop, boop. So I'm on the second floor over here, and I select, let's go ahead and I select all these walls right here. And let's be a little bit more realistic with our rails. How about 1.5? And I make it 8 inches. You like that better, huh? That's not bad, is it? You got a nice rail there. But I don't have a rail over here. So for my system, which I think I tend to go with walls versus railings, I would have to put my own railing on there. By the way, if you come over to here, and I'm on the second floor, I turn off my reference layers. So turn off my reference layers. And I'm on the second floor. It still doesn't read right. These read as true walls, don't they? So how do I do this? How about if I do? I'm just guessing here. No, I'm gonna do something else here. Watch this. Make room polyline, and I'm going to 1+. I'm gonna resize it like this. And I'm going to select that, make it a little bit bigger, UU. I'm going to turn it into a solid. Polyline solid. Done. And the elevation at the top is, I don't know, 9. Hang on. 9, 13 foot. 13 foot 2. And it's 4 inches thick. You see what I did? I just, M comma. M comma, wait. Oh. M comma, well, perfect. That's going to be my railing. Now watch this. 0, 0 to copy and place. 1 to change this a little bit like this. Change this to a whole and polyline solid. See what I just did? I just did a let's see. UU. Let's give it a decent material. Timer's up. Doggone it. Timer's up. As I said before, I've got to go hang. You gotta go hang curtains for the sister-in-law. Hang on a second. Let's do this right. UU materials, polyline solid, plan material, library material, materials, colors, color palettes. Perfect. So now I put my cap on top of my railing. Okay, I had to create a polyline solid with a hole in it, and I created my polyline solid, whatever I did, and I go a UU, and I come over here and I give it a fill style of solid white background color. Reads pretty darn good in plan view, I think, with the exception of this, and I get that. So I would just simply pull this over to escape. Cancel. I'm going to get to something in a second. I'm going to get to something bump. Select this. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it. I really don't know if this is the best way to do it. Okay. 7. There, I got a little bit of whatever. So I think really what I probably want to do is let me see if I can do this. Let me see. Hey, it's not perfect. I get it. Does that read? Could a little bit of Z fighting in there? So I just come over here and select. Oh, that's the move this over. Hang on, move this over. Tab -1/16. If I'm lucky, it worked. Now I got to move over a little bit further, but you get the idea. I have now created it now reads as a parapet wall, doesn't it? This one doesn't read as a parapet wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know there's a certain. God, I just hate this. Oh God. I never get this. I really don't. I don't like it. I'd like to be able to select a. Well, you guys figure it out. If you got a better way of doing it, you figure it out. So anyway, so that's what I've done. Now, now think about this. Now you understand that I have a ceiling in this room here. I actually have a ceiling in the first floor, because if you understand how this stuff works, HF framing. This is the way these things are built. But these ceiling joists, and these are really ceiling joists, are really actually hung on this parapet wall. So how do I change that? So if I come over to here and go select these walls, 1, 2, PI, select the walls. I'm going to select the walls at the second floor. UU, structure. Go through floor below. Go through floor below. You see what just happened? Did you just see what happened? These are now balloon frame walls, and what is really the ceiling is hanging off of those walls, and that's right. I want an 8-foot ceiling in there, right? But what's the problem with this? What's the problem with this? The problem with this is UU. Tab, select the room, UU. The structure of this floor is defaulted, but suppose I change this to open no material, opening no material. And UU, and I don't have a finish. I don't want to finish on that. You see what just happened? What am I looking at here? I'm looking at the drywall below, aren't I? I forgot what this hotkey is. SW. SW. If I get rid of SW, I just got rid of the ceiling finish, the drywall. So now I can see inside the room. Watch this. Watch. FRAMI. Floor joist. Turn those on. Is that what that thing is all about? If you guys know this system, that's the way it's done. In fact, edit. I'm using 2x12 joists, but remember this right here. I got rid of the plywood, but just so I can keep track of it, it's a nice 12-inch floor system. I can control things. I just understand things better by opening new material so it doesn't show up. But over here, instead of I joist, I'd go ahead and change this to lumber because these are really ceiling joists. Ceiling joist, right? Huh? This is pretty darn freaking good now, isn't it? How about if I come over here and go, boom, FRAMI walls. Hang on, walls. Turn my walls. Now you can see, and I know you don't have a ledger. I get that. I should be able to. Oh well, I probably don't have it turned on. Watch this. Line style. Oh, framing rim joist. Oh, watch this. What am I doing? Framing rim joist. Where is it? Rim joist. Turn that on. Now I have the ledger. Oh, but you can't see the studs below because I'm looking at the. I forgot what that. I forgot what the hotkey is for that again. SW. Let's get rid of the drywall. Now I can get rid of the drywall. Now let's get rid of this drywall. Now I'm starting to see. I get rid of this drywall. So now you can see how the framing. You can see how the ceiling joists hang on a ledger, which are nailed to the side of the studs. Pretty cool, isn't it? But now what's the problem? Do I want to mess with this? Look. Some people like to make these parapet walls. I mean, half walls, whatever. I think I kind of like to use full walls, and I think the main reason is because I get a full door. I don't get this funny thing, and I don't know how to mess around with this. You get what I'm saying? It's just what I do. Okay? You don't like it, you don't. I don't care. I like it better with making these as walls. Tab. That's whatever it is. But remember, I don't have a roof on this yet, do I? So let's put a roof on it. QQ, let's put a roof on this thing. Across like this. I got a roof, but wait a second. That roof has a minimum pitch of 0.25. Done. And that roof is actually probably sitting right on inside this wall, I think. Right? I don't think this roof has a gutter, so I should get rid of the gutter. Now, where's the gutter? Gutter right there. I'm going to turn the gutter off. And now I'm going to pull this wall over like this. Like this. 3 to break. Pull it in like this. And over like this. And I'm going to drop it down. You can figure this stuff out yourself. Minus 12. Oh. What'd I do? Minus 24. Another minus 12. One more time. You figure it out yourself. Minus 12. M, comma, bump. Look what I just did. 7, 7. Oh, and if I knew what I was doing on this, I'd have this framing color coded because I usually do. But see what happens? You can see the slope. Look at this. You can see the slope of the roof plane that I put in there. And quite frankly, I get the fact that this is drywall on the inside and it should be siding or whatever you want to do, and you guys can mess around with that by using another floor. If you don't know how to do it, learn how to do it. So what am I getting out of this? Let's cut a section through here. HB, cut a section through here. Boop. When I cut a section, why don't I see my framing? Why isn't that a default with Chief? FRAMI, framing, turn all my framing on. You cut a section. Do you want to see your framing? I do. I guess I should be able to figure this out myself. There you go. Look what's happened. Look what's happened. I turn off my line weights. Now, what's wrong with this? F6. What's wrong with this? It looks like I have a finish underneath this floor. Do you think that's right? Underneath the roof. Underneath the roof. Options. Oh, use room ceiling finish. Huh. Yeah, and I just got rid of it. You see that? I just got rid of this thing. And by the way, you're going to say that, well, look, I'll fix it, okay? What's my framing? Framing. I'm using 9 1/4 inch rafters. The ridge should be, for this case, 9.25. I don't want fascia, eave stuff. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't want to look out on this roof plan. Ah, there we go. Now it looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Look at this. In fact, look at this. Look at this. In fact, because this doesn't have a soffit, this takes on the color. This takes on the material of my fascia. By the way, it takes on the material of my fascia. Isn't that interesting? Suppose I put a soffit on this. Watch this. I'm gonna options. I'm gonna give it a soffit. Oh, it has a soffit. Oh, it has a soffit. Suppose I take the soffit off. And I want sheathing on there. I don't know what happened. Who cares? Doesn't matter. But anyway, it looks pretty good. Now, one thing that I didn't like about this is I have a double thickness right here because even though the plywood is an opening node material, it still has a thickness. So if I was smart, and I'm not always smart, I would select this tab, UU. Yeah, see, and what happens is if I do this, if I get rid of this thing, then I got to start monkeying around with, I'll just delete it. There, now, does it look better now? I don't have the plywood on top, whatever it is. I'm just. So there's your parapet, guys. Notice these walls are balloon framed. Hey, that's the end. I got to go do something. That's the end of the part one of the parapet. If I wouldn't mind doing another one, quite frankly, because I'm working on. Oh, I know. Watch this. I know. Watch this. Because this is what happens. This is what happens. In fact, I'm working on something right now that has this kind of a thing right here. Not sure if I did this right. Floor to bottom is 0. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I want. Watch this. 1, 2, because now I've now put the roof in there. I'm going to pull this up like this, okay? 7, 7. There we go right there. And I'll have to figure this out, I think. Interesting. The roof plane doesn't go. The roof plane doesn't, and that's very interesting. Remember, I was bragging about how the floor went through the door. The door went through and it makes sense to me, I think. But now I put a roof up here. I put a roof up here so it doesn't go through. So how do I make that happen? I suppose I'd have to go 3 to break, 3 to break. Oh, wait. 3 to break. Pull it through like this. Did I just move my roof? What is that? What is that? Control Z. That's not what I want. Where's my roof? Oh, there's my roof. Sorry. Oh, so I just changed my roof to go like, you see, oh, but I have to go through the opening and blah, blah, blah. So that gets a little fussy. It's not great. I get it. So that might, because I'm doing it this, I'm I've done videos on this a long time ago. And I'm sort of revisiting it because I do things differently now than I did 5 years ago. But this was the whole point of this thing. WW, put it right there. UU, working on a project right now in regards to this. I don't want any casing. It's going to be use default. It's going to be a louver, and it's going to be 14.5 by 14.5, and it's going to floor to bottom of 0. Floor to bottom of 0? Yeah, I think so. I don't want a sill. What I'm doing right now, what I'm doing right now is creating a vent for my. Watch this. I'm just about done. Just about done. Glass house. There. Hang on. What I just did is I created a vent. If you can see this, I just created a vent in the wall that will vent the attic space that's between the ceiling and the roof above. That's what I just did. And then you understand these are scuppers. And I know they're big scuppers, but you change your scuppers to however you want to build them. So I'm not sure if using window openings, there are advantages and disadvantages to using the half walls and the full walls that's controlled by the ceiling height. You understand when I use full height walls, the height of the walls are actually controlled by the ceiling height. And I didn't put a ceiling over it. That's what I did. That's how I did it. So there you go, guys. But you don't see the rafters, do you? Framing rafters. Oh, now you see the rafters. Now you should see the rafters. SW. Yeah, now you see the 7.7. Now you can see the rafters. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the rafters going through there. I guess I should learn how to make this a little bit better, easier to read. By the way, 7. F6. By the way, F6. Oh, now wait a second. Now you see that this is balloon frame because I use walls, but this is a railing. Can I balloon frame that? That might be a downside to using the half wall system. PI. I'm going to select these down lower walls, right? UU. Structure. Balloon through ceiling above. Yep. See. Okay. Look at this. They ballooned through the ceiling above. And they went to the top plate, but now let's go up here. Second floor, I'm looking for the definitive reason why I would do one over the other, either half walls or full walls. UU, structure, go through floor below. That might be a problem right there. You just see what happened? They blew up. Oh, these aren't. There you go. That's why. I cannot control the height of those railing walls. I cannot control you just saw what happened. I cannot control because I can't explain it. Rough ceiling, 36 inches. Okay, so I can do it, but I have to control it via the ceiling anyway. So is it half wall, or you get what I'm saying? So I'm sort of inclined to do the other way, to do walls instead of half walls. And that's the end. I got to go pick up my wife, as you saw, because she misses me. I don't think so.